What's up?
Hey, everybody. It's Kelly, and that's TODZ. It's Haunt Life Tonight, episode 36, I think.
It is 36.
It's 36. Sweet. All right, cool. But tonight we have a very special friend of the family, not necessarily an actor, not necessarily we're going to show you real soon. A friend of the family, going to give you a little bit of a sneak peek of some videos you should be watching this holiday season. 31 films in 31 days. My friend Jayson Overdorf over there at Maximum Overdorf and the SCHLOCK.DOWN doing a wonderful thing for us. What do you think, Todd?
I tell you, I love his stuff, and I can't wait to get on the interview with him. We also got our tractor drivers. We're giving a shout out to our tractor drivers tonight. We got Greg coming in and Steve, who oversees parking, tractor, and security. So super pumped about all of it. Hey, why don't we get to some news, Kelly?
Hey, let's break some news. And we're back.
Oh, that's so great.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So things have been. Wait. No. After you, Todd. After you.
I don't know what the hell I'm going to say. I don't know when the hell I'm supposed to talk on this show. I just try to fit in wherever I can. Go ahead.
Let me tell you, we got a great deal of ahead of the game this week. We are doing what we need to do. The mountain is running smoothly. You should come and see the show. It is bar none the best show we've had since COVID, and we're running it as smoothly as we can. We got all the jitters worked out. We're right there in, and it's smooth.
It is super smooth, just like them smooth Friday night and Sunday coupons.
That's right. Coupons are out there. Check them out.
Sure you're printing them out and bringing them to the mountain and buying your tickets there with the coupon, and you'll get a smooth discount. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, yeah, as we said before, we learned the error of our ways. We did a whole parking restructure when we got slammed unexpectedly. We took care of business. We had no issues. I mean, it ran flawless on a red Saturday last week. More than halfway through the season. Tonight's the start of weekend 4. Can't be happier. So, hey, let's get to some interviews, Cal.
Hey, it's interview time.
Let's do it.
And we're back.
I'm gonna stop it right there. What part of I'm going to start this didn't you fucking understand?
Well, no.
And
I figured you get it after that.
If I didn't say what didn't you fucking understand, I totally leave this part in there. So,
all right, that's fine.
Anyways, let's give it a pause.
He's waiting.
I love
He's
this
counting
show.
down there.
This shit is so stupid, and it's amazing we get paid to do this. All right. Here we go. Quick pause. And we're back. How many times can we say that in the show? Anyways, hey, Kelly, this is exciting. We got Steve down here. Steve's underneath me, and Greg is over here to me. Steve runs our parking, our tractor. He's the supervisor of parking, tractor, and security. Greg's been training people up on the mountain as a veteran of the trackers. Welcome, guys. Holy, I couldn't say enough about having you guys in here. We're super excited to talk. So, Kelly, why don't you jump in and ask one of these fine gentlemen a question? Because that's what I heard they do on talk shows. I heard about that.
I know that you guys work very hard in your department doing what you do and making sure that the people come to us. What are the struggles of making sure that timing is so perfect this entire season? And I know it has been perfect most of the season. I'm talking like 98% of the time. It's been good. Well, what has been the struggles making sure that happens?
Greg? It's timing. You just got to work with it. That's all you have to do is you just got to keep up with it. Stopwatches work, follow your speeds, and just everybody has to work together as a team. It just has to fall into place. I mean, I trained a lot. Steve taught me a lot of stuff, that little secrets here and there. Mikey taught me a lot, but just got to work in sync. That's all you have to do. And
Right
that's
now, Greg, how do you find those numbers? The numbers that Steve, myself, and Paul went out. We did all the timing with Travis on a tractor. Like, I mean, those numbers that are there that our customers don't often see. How do those play a vital role for you?
they work on the dime. If you keep your stopwatch perfect and stay on your marks and your speed, you'll hit that every time. And that stopwatch is the biggest player in that mountain. Because if you're perfectly on your time, that everybody will work in sync and you'll just keep going. It's just a perfect setup. That's the best thing ever. You know what I mean? It's helps us out tremendously.
Right, and in reference to that, do you find that the actors get so comfortable with you guys being so on point with your time that you notice the actors start really working with that, and they're hitting that mark at the same point just before you drive away every time, like it's becoming very choreographed? What's your
Oh
thought?
yeah, they know exactly where that next tractor is, and they know their timing, so they know that this tractor is gonna be here, but I have such and such a time window that I can get back into my place, and they're already back in their place by the time that next tractor's coming through, and it's like
Right.
sync. It's
Well,
perfect.
I mean, that's the whole reason of having you guys on tonight. I mean, obviously, Steve, we got to get to all your departments because I think you wear more hats than I do there for some reason. And mainly right now, you should have one on. But
we got a brand new street cone for you
I
tomorrow.
got it too. I got it too.
Oh, put that thing
But
back on.
Greg, you know, from Kelly and myself and the rest of the illustrious Art Life crew that is working behind the scenes right now to get us picked up by HBO very shortly. We want to give a big shout out to our tractor drivers on the Mountain at Reaper's Revenge. Can't tell you guys how much we love you, and just we would be nothing without our tractor department. And we have gone out of our way this year to make sure that we don't forget about you guys because, you know, hey, it's got to be done. It's got to be said.
Absolutely.
And I can't thank you guys enough for everything you do. And sometimes I don't think you get the credit that's deserved. So
Appreciate it.
from a nationally accredited, award-winning show as Haunt Life Tonight, we're going on the record to say you guys are awesome.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you very much.
That's what I'm
Thank you very
saying.
much.
I could not do my job if there wasn't people walking in front of me, and what it takes for people to walk in front of me is a full team of tractor drivers pulling wagons through probably some of the hellish conditions any tractor driver would ever have to do it. I don't know any other way to say it, but thank you guys so much for what you do. I really mean that.
Yeah, you're moving people around our mountain. So speaking of people, I feel like we should break into I got people on my people with the people on the people. Paul's really probably gonna appreciate
Purple
that.
hat sheet of print.
Yeah. cheap print. So hey Steve, talking about people, you deal with them all night long, bro. Like, I mean, from the parking lot to your security staff, you still oversee tractor with Mikey. Mikey's kind of your right-hand man there, but you've been overseeing tractors for what, 10 years?
11.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
yeah, I think this is my 11th year, and I started under Andy. In the second year, I took it over. And I just want to touch out real quick. Greg's a 3-year veteran with us, and this year he's helped a lot. Like, he really stepped up and helped me and Mikey out a lot this year with the training the new drivers and everything, which I'm very appreciative. Me and Mikey's work schedule outside of the haunt has been crazy, and Greg's never missed one day. He's never been late one day in the 3 seasons he's been here, and I got to give it to him. But yeah, our drivers, like, they're awesome. Rain, sleet, snow, the cold weather, you know, they don't get a minute to jump off and get by a warm burn barrel or anything. But you got to give it to them. I mean, sometimes, what is it, 6, 7, 8 hours maybe sometimes. They're on these tractors, you know. So
Right.
it's big props for them, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, we couldn't do it without him. Kelly, I feel like we owe the tractor drivers, and especially Greg, a golf clap.
Yeah.
Golf clap.
We owe you a bunch more. We owe you a bunch more than
Yeah, and a beer. We got a beer for you.
that.
So yeah, and that was the huge reason we wanted you guys on tonight, as we've said. But Steve, I think sometimes people don't realize your other two departments, being parking and security, all that behind the scenes stuff, logistically, how we park all those people, and how we had our tough night where we got overwhelmed and we scrambled, and what you guys did last week to handle a red Saturday flawlessly after we saw the errors of our way. You deserve a golf clap. With Paul Patrick,
this year is
for all that.
This year has definitely been different. I'm sure it's a lot of haunts. I read different things. It seems a lot of places are struggling this year because of the pandemic, and it's trying to fill the spots. Me personally, I didn't think they were going to come out like they did, and people want to get out of the house, and they came, and they all came at once last week, and it was definitely a challenge.
Usually 8:30 on a Saturday night.
Yeah, it was definitely a challenge. We got them parked. We did the best from the parking to the security. We're still doing security checks to make sure all of our staff and customers and everybody's safe when they enter. We're doing temperature checks coming in, making sure all that's done, right up to the drivers at load. Jill's doing a great job getting the tractors loaded on time and getting them out. It's just a couple hiccups here in the beginning with the changes, but seems everything's been going real smooth now, and I think we have 3 weeks left.
We do. We're at the halfway point right now.
Yeah, we're at the halfway point, and it's just been definitely a different year. But props out to the drivers, security, parkers. Everybody's been pulling their own weight when we really needed the push, especially parking.
Right. And Steve, you bring up a good point when you're talking about your three departments and all the amazing men and women that work underneath you and handle those things. And you guys are great. But I want to give a shout out to our EMT and police. I mean, seriously. I mean, we don't have a lot of issues where the police need to get involved, but we did have one guy that drank a little bit too much, and we were able to help it. We made sure he was kept safe. And he was thanking us when he left, saying, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be that way." And he felt bad about it, and we were good to him. We know sometimes people, they have a little bit too much, or somebody has a panic attack, and we want to scare the pants off people, but when it goes too far and they get really scared, our EMTs are there to make sure they're safe. And that's a lot of the people that are behind the scenes every night there, that sit in their shack and just wait to be called on to save somebody. And I want to give them a shout out.
Definitely.
So
I got one more question. Well, at least not maybe one more question, but a question. Greg, do you feel like after driving a tractor, do you feel like you'd rather act or be driving a tractor?
No, definitely act or not. No, stay on my tractor. Got to help Steve and Mike. You got to keep them out and moving.
I appreciate
Greg
that.
likes his tractor. He's had the same one, I think, since he started.
Yep.
I
And
like
it's
it.
just a big tractor. Greg's he's pretty tall guy. I think he's like 6'6". I don't know.
We got a spot.
6'8", buddy. 6'8", and I got 3 feet on Steve.
Yeah.
So 3 feet on Steve, so that's got to be at least 7 feet on Kelly.
Yeah, that's
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
That hurts right here, Sasquatch son of a bitch.
I do what I can what I can for the little people of the world.
One other question for you guys. Greg, what's your favorite scene to drive through?
I have to say probably Alice is pretty. I like that up there. That's a good place.
Okay. Hey, that's why I was throwing it out there.
When I used to drive, it was the cemetery. I always liked We had the fog machines, but we always get the natural fog that comes down off the mountain and added to it.
Yep.
And it was just so dreary looking. I always liked the cemetery when I drove for 1 year.
Nice.
When I drive my golf cart through, I really enjoy Pumpkin Hill.
Are you still here, Todd?
Does it count? Does it count? That was well played, Steve. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.
Well, guys, we could go on for hours and hours talking about stuff, but I mean,
Yeah, I appreciate it.
the most important thing is giving credit where credit's due on this, and you guys are really the backbone.
What's that?
Of our,
What's that? What's that, Todd? Giving credit where credit's due?
Oh God. I gotta really think about a new co-host. Jeez. Steve, are you available? All jokes aside, shout out to all the departments that keep us moving, doing the cool stuff that we do to entertain people. You guys don't get enough credit for what you do, and a beer's on us without a doubt.
We thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you later.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, we're back. It's Haunt Life tonight. This is episode 36, I hope. We're here with Jayson Overdorf and my friend T.O.DZ right over here. I gotta tell you, this is a spectacular show. We are giving you something we normally don't do here at Reaper's Revenge, a glimpse into horror movies, which, this time of year, we really should be showing you, what is really going on in the horror world, and somebody with a cap on that. We don't really do that because we're giving you the horror every night at the show. But we truly love horror movies. We just don't have time to do a review of said horror movies. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Jayson Overdorf right below me there. How you doing, brother?
How you doing?
What's up, Jay? How are you, man?
How's it going, guys?
We're talking all things horror movies and how they should be critiqued. How are you feeling about this year's 31 and 31?
This year's 31 and 31? What do you mean by 31 and 31?
Well, we're doing four episodes of 31 horror movies, and you are critiquing them. We want to know how you're feeling about the ones you're critiquing.
I wouldn't necessarily say that it's review based. I'm just trying to give people something to watch this Halloween season. 31 films for each of the days of October, and they're specifically horror movies that have Halloween in them.
Nice.
So that's how I developed my list. It wasn't just 31 horror films. It was 31 horror films with Halloween in them.
Cool.
Nice. And I truly appreciate the fact that Halloween is for everyone, and you didn't stop at strictly just blood and gore. You really you did the Halloween within the 31 days.
Yeah, a little something for everybody.
Yeah, well, I watched the first one, Jay, and I was blown away. I was like, not only did it entertain me with your antics, I was really I was laughing. It was funny, but I was like, this is really cool. We want to share it. And that's what we try to do on Haunt Life tonight. Bring cool stuff, not only from Reapers, but what else is going on in the haunted house community, but in our community in general, what's happening. So, tell us a little bit more of your background, what you've been up to, what brought you to this.
So, like you say, you want to bring some more of the haunting, horror to people, something that you love, something that you care about. And that's why I specifically said it's not review based. It's, it's just stuff I like. I want to share stuff I like. I don't want to tell you about what I don't like. You know, it's going to be fun. You're going to have fun with it, and that's why the humor's in there too. So I developed this show when lockdown first happened. I'm home alone. I have camera gear. I have a house full of horror movie memorabilia. You know, a library of movies. I'm by myself. I got nothing better to do. I'm like, why don't I just start rolling the camera and talking about things that I like around my house, you know, and kind of develop a show based around it. And I always had a thing for like the late night horror personality, you know, like the horror host, the shock host. And with as far as the humor is concerned, that's kind of where I started bringing that into it, you know, interacting with Halloween props and stuff like that. And you know, I thought that was always a unique type of personality that doesn't really exist anymore. You know, there's not a whole lot. I mean, Joe Bob Briggs has a show. I think he might be one of the last men standing as far as like the horror host is concerned. So, you know, just the passion for horror and Halloween, and you know, a little bit of personality in there, and that's kind of where the idea came from.
Yeah, in the vein of Elvira and Svengoolie, I watched the shows and I was like, you're absolutely right. There isn't that anymore, and it used to be on public access or, you know, late night on whatever was, you know, free for antenna users. It is really nice to see someone that is dedicated to the horror industry that's putting out something, you know, a little bit horror-based, a little bit spooky-based, but for everyone in the sense of that Svengoolie era horror host, or, you know, spooky time, late night, you know, after midnight, we're going to do it.
Yeah, and I wanted to do something unique, too, as far as a YouTube channel is concerned. There certainly has, you know, to my knowledge and research, has never been a horror host personality on YouTube. So, you know, kind of bringing something new to the, you know, to YouTube.
Nice.
Very cool, man. I just think it's funny how many of us have found different new avenues to explore post-COVID, because, I mean, we are all cooped up for so long, and that's where Kelly and I started Haunt Life Tonight.
Yeah, it's exactly what you just said is the reason that we're doing what we're doing right now.
So you got to find a way to get that cabin fever out.
Yeah. I don't know if it really worked. I don't know what's happened. The show has gone really weird. I don't know why we've done 36 episodes, but I don't know. We got 4 more. I think we're ending with 40 this year, right? That's going to be our final number. So
I'm hoping, not hoping, but I'm really happy to bring.
I hope so.
Thanks, John.
Hey, probably because you're having fun doing it, just like I am. I'm not stopping with the Halloween episodes. I'm going to keep going. This is just, you know, they're just Halloween based this month, but I'm going to keep doing stuff because I have fun doing it.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I definitely dig it. Well, I say without further ado, why don't we, unless Kelly, you've got anything else you want to add?
I do not, ladies and gentlemen. Maximum Overdorf's SCHLOCK.DOWN episode number 1.
Why didn't the skeleton go to the scary movie? Because he didn't have the guts. Good evening, I'm Maximum Overdorf, and welcome to another horrifying edition of SCHLOCK.DOWN. It's almost October, and I'm not going to do what everybody thinks I'm going to do. It's really not even that big of a deal. For some folks, Halloween is just one day a year, or at most the 31 days of October. But for myself, and I wager most of you folks watching in there, Halloween is every day. It's not just a lifestyle, but a way of life. And while those other guys might look forward to the Halloween stores opening seasonally so they can decorate for the holiday, we look forward to them opening so we can get some fresh home decor. And while we may watch horror movies 365 days out of the year, the other guy might only indulge in that part of the Halloween spirit 1 month out of the year. So join me over the next few weeks for my Halloween Xtravaganza as I share that which we hold most deadly, our passion for horror and Halloween, starting with part 1 of a segment that says it all. 31 frightening flicks featuring Halloween. The following fear-filled films, you guessed it, have it all, because they take place on or around the Halloween season. So grab a pen, and maybe a close friend, because I'm going to make staying inside this October a little scarier, but a whole lot more fun. But beware, there may be spoilers ahead, so proceed with caution, and enter at your own risk. Let's get this party started. Number 1, Night of the Demons. Rebellious teenagers Angela Franklin and Suzanne, played by Scream Queen Linnea Quigley, throw a party in an abandoned mortuary on Halloween in this 1988 film directed by Kevin S. Tenney. Upon hosting a seance, they accidentally unleash a demonic spirit, which begins to possess them one by one. Fun fact, when filming began for Night of the Demons on April 8, 1987 in Los Angeles, California, it was under the working title Halloween Party. Happy Halloween, dear. Let's crash another party, shall we? Number 2, House 2, A Second Story. In this virtually unrelated 1987 sequel to Steve Miner's House, urban professional Jesse moves into an old family mansion where he unearths a mystery involving an Aztec temple, a crystal skull, and his deceased great-great-grandfather. In search of the skull, Jesse digs up Gramps, only to find that he is very much alive. For a zombie, anyway. During a Halloween party, a caveman, a real caveman, shows up to steal the skull, and they must go in search of it yet again. How about we hit up a dance this time? Not that one. Number 3, Chud 2, Bud the Chud. Just in case Chud didn't know, Chud stands for Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dwellers. They're mutants who eat people, or at least that's what they were in the first film. This 1989 sequel plays out more like a zombie satire, led by one man. Having been liberated from his afterlife as a military experiment by a group of teenagers, Bud and his horde of, well, buds, crash a Halloween dance / buffet. It's all you can eat, if they don't get away. Buffet. Number 4, Idle Hands. This is a story about a boy and his hand. I've heard that one before. Teen stoner Anton Tobias, played by Devin Sawa, finds his parents dead on Halloween, and all fingers point to him in this 1999 black comedy directed by Rodman Flender. That's because Anton's hand has been possessed, and he's unable to control it from its murderous intent, even after he cuts it off. What the fuck? Yeah. Number 5, Donnie Darko. Troubled teen Donald J. Darko, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, is haunted by visions of a man in a terrifying bunny costume in this 2001 film from director Richard Kelly. The film opens on October 2nd with our main character learning that the world will end in 28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, and 12 seconds. Which puts Doomsday 6 hours, 42 minutes, and 12 seconds into Halloween Day. Fun fact, Donnie Darko was filmed over the course of 28 days, which as previously mentioned is the passing of time in the film. Number 6, The House with the Clock in Its Walls. Based on the 1973 novel of the same name, the first of 12 books, the film follows a boy named Lewis who, upon moving in with his uncle, played by Jack Black, learns he is a warlock. On Halloween night, Lewis, while having been learning magic himself, accidentally summons the spirit of the evil warlock that used to live in his uncle's house. Yes, this is a children's movie, but we don't discriminate here at SCHLOCK.DOWN. Halloween is for everyone. Besides, The House with the Clock in its Walls is from none other than Cabin Fever and Hostel director Eli Roth. This is the first film of his to not receive an R rating. Sounds like the midnight hour is close at hand. Number 7, The Midnight Hour. Ghouls just want to have fun in this 1985 made-for-television horror comedy starring Sherry Belafonte Harper, Dee Dee Pfeiffer, younger sister of Michelle Pfeiffer, and LeVar Burton. Yes, Reading Rainbow's LeVar Burton. The film focuses on a New England town that has been overrun with zombies, witches, vampires, and a variety of other evils after a group of teenagers unlock an ancient curse on Halloween. Fun fact, director Jack Bender, while in more recent years might be a name synonymous with directing key episodes of ABC's Lost, ABC being the same network that aired The Midnight Hour back in 1985, would remain a name in the horror genre as he directed Child's Play 3. Speaking of cursed toys, Number 8, Demonic Toys. In this 1992 direct-to-video film written by David S. Goyer, writer of the Dark Knight trilogy, a police officer named Judith is terrorized by, you guessed it, demonic toys. The spirit fueling these evil playthings is that of a demon who wants to be human again. The last time it was 66 years ago on Halloween night. All right, kiddies, it's getting late. Time to clean up your toys. Check under your bed, in your closet, and inside your head. Lights out. Oh, still here I see. Come back next week for part 2 of my Halloween Xtravaganza. If you dare. Halloween is not canceled this year. You'll find it here at SCHLOCK.DOWN, where every day is Halloween. Bonus points if you hit me in the face. Even after he cuts it off. What the fuck?
Build up, see
Not quite sure who we interviewed in this episode, but let me tell you, it was good.
Yes, it was. No, Jayson was awesome. I mean, I just can't wait to have him up on the mountain, man. Cool guy. I love what he's doing. Videos are wicked cool. And, man, I can't tell you, we don't give enough love to all the people behind the scenes, tractors, security, parking, EMT, police, everybody that helps make sure we do the cool stuff on the mountain. Shout out to all those people again. So
Big up, scan us back.
Yeah. So glad to have everybody on the show tonight and really tell them how much we care about what they do for us. So,
Hydrate, don't dehydrate.
this is true. So, hey, Kelly, I think that's episode 36 in the bag. We got a couple more weeks here. We've decided that the season is going to end on Halloween night, right? So we've got a couple more Fridays and then the Saturday, Halloween night. I believe that will be, hold on, we're on episode 36. So we got 37, 38. Oh, it looks like we're going to have 39 episodes this season, season 1, the debut season of Haunt Life Tonight. And then we're kind of tiptoeing around whether or not we could take off until the new year and come back strong with a season 2. We'll let you know, folks.
Maybe we'll hit you up on Christmas with Santa that creep.
yeah, there's a chance. I don't know yet. But, yeah, so that's it for Haunt Life Tonight. Peace out.
We'll see you next time.
See you later. Bye. I'll talk to you. I don't know what I'm doing. Am I supposed to be using my hands? Whoa, that shake just got real, man. All right, I need to stop this.
You still here? It's over. Go home. Go. And get off my lawn.